This is my signed copy of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #1, signed by Jim Shooter. I met him briefly when I was a teenager in the mid-90s, writing for a New York publication, New Youth Connections. I think he was at Defiant Comics at the time. A 9.8 CGC copy of this comic is worth about $300. I'm gonna wait to see what happens after Secret Wars come out, Avengers Secret Wars in 2027. I need to get it appraised because of the signature, but my point is that anyone can get into collectible comics. You can get into collectible comics as a sentimental collector or investor looking to diversify their portfolio. A valuable comic can be just as valuable as real estate or a painting. I've been reading comics since I was a kid in the 1980s, so I know a thing or two about this, but if you're a novice or a casual, I recommend you do online research. There are a lot of online sites where you can check the value of a comic or talk to your comic book friends. You gotta start somewhere, and the rules for modern day comic book collecting have changed, while rarity, age, historical comic book events, first appearances of characters, and fan-favorite creators make key comics valuable. Even recently published comics can rise in value. So here are 5 valuable comics from the 1960s to the present that you can invest in. These comics range in price from a few thousand to almost $70,000. These comics have historically proven to maintain their value. Hey, what's good? It's your boy Ace from pfadvice.com. Like, share, subscribe, get notified, hit the bell, leave a comment, join the movement. Thank you for subscribing. #1, Green Lantern #1 from 1960. Hal Jordan made his debut in Showcase #22 in 1959, but his debut series came out about a year later. In this issue, we get the first appearance of the Guardians of Oa and a retelling of Hal's origin. I'm cautiously optimistic for HBO's Lanterns, but this could be a good comic to own when Warner Brothers or their new owners figure out how to get Green Lantern right in the film. A copy of this comic with an 8.0 CGC grade or very fine grade is worth about $8,000. However, a 9.8 CGC copy, near mint, is worth about $67,870. #2, Avengers #66 from 1969. Adamantium is the strongest and most indestructible metal in the Marvel Universe. It made its debut in this issue. Ultron returns to fight the Avengers in a new body with an outer shell made of adamantium. This comic will also be the first time Ultron will start upgrading and updating his AI and body shell after each defeat by the Avengers. A copy of this comic with a 9.8 CGC grade or near mint has a collectibles market value of $1,700. I'd get it because it might go up in value when the new Wolverine is cast in the future. #3, Incredible Hulk #181 from 1974. Wolverine made his full character debut in this issue. This comic features the proto version of Wolverine. The character back then in 1974 had no healing factor, no adamantium-laced skeleton, and he was not originally a mutant. He was a one-off character, meant to be one, if you can believe it. Wolverine's claws were attached to his glove originally in this issue. Now, Wolverine would join the X-Men a year later in Giant Size X-Men #1 in 1975. If Len Wein and Dave Cockrum had not included him in Giant Size X-Men #1 as a mutant, Wolverine might have been forgotten. Now, you can get an 8.0 CGC copy of this comic for about $4,700. A 9.8 CGC or near mint copy is worth almost $60,000. If you find this in your attic, hold on to it. Number 4, Werewolf by Night number 32 from 1975. Werewolf by Night had a Disney Plus show in 2022, but the character is only a cult favorite character. Moon Knight, another cult favorite character and often considered Marvel's version of Batman, made his debut in this issue. Oscar Isaac portrayed the character in the well-received 2022 Disney Plus show. I've always loved Moon Knight, and I've been reading him since the 1980s, but he's basically a superhero with mental illness in a great moon-themed costume. A 9.8 CGC copy of this comic, or near mint, has a collectibles market value of almost $21,600. Number 5, Invincible number 1 from 2003. This comic was written by Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead. This series is about a Superman analog, Omni-Man, who came to Earth and started a family with a human woman and had a sinister agenda. And his son, Mark Grayson, developed powers as a teen and slowly uncovers the diabolical truth. Now, me and my brother were collecting this series in trades in the 2000s. And now, 20 years later, a new generation of Invincible fans have no idea that the Invincible animated show is inspired by the comic. Man, I'm getting old. A 9.8 CGC copy of this comic, or near mint, is worth about $6,250. That's incredible when you consider this comic was published relatively recently. It wasn't published 50 years ago. If you had a few $1,000s, which of these comics would you invest in? Personally, I would get Avengers number 66 or Incredible Hulk number 181, but that's me. Comment below. Thanks for watching.